The reason we want things that are rare or scarce or dwindling in availability is that otherwise we lose them. And loss is a more powerful motivator in human psychology than gaining the same thing.
Really?
There's a man who won the Nobel Prize in Economics a few years ago, Daniel Kahneman, for something he called prospect theory, where he showed that the prospects of gaining a particular amount of a resource, right? Let's say $1, right? Compared to the prospects of losing that dollar, people were twice as likely to want to avoid losing the dollar than gaining the extra one. Right?
So So if we have the ability to gain $1 million or lose $1 million, we'd rather hold on to the losing of the $1 million than the possibility of gaining. Is that kind of
I once gave a lecture to a financial services firm, and afterwards the boss came up to me and said, "You just said something with that loss aversion, the idea of people are averse to loss more than they want to gain things. You just said something that finally allows me to understand what my mentor told me." He said, if you have a high value client, right, way up there.
You don't want to lose them.
Right? Yeah, but they're millions of dollars,
yes.
Right? And you call them at 5 a.m. and say, if you act now, you'll be able to gain $25,000 on this stock. They're going to scream at you and hang up the phone. But if you call them and say, if you act now, you'll avoid losing $25,000 on our position, they'll thank you.
Wow. People don't want to lose what they have.
They don't want to lose. So that's why scarcity is so valuable, because loss is the ultimate form of scarcity. It means you can't have it anymore. That's why people are so adamant about grabbing onto scarce or dwindling resources. They don't want to lose them. Okay, now, how does that apply? How do you do that when you've got a lot of opportunities? I'm going to say two things. One is, you do have something that's scarce, which is what differentiates you from your rivals. What is the single thing that people can't get? They will lose if they don't move in your direction, right? Now, it might not be one thing, but it might be a suite of things, a combination of items that only you provide.
Right.
And then you simply say, you don't just say, and if you will go with us, you will gain these. You have to be able to say, you don't want to lose these benefits that only we can offer. You don't want to miss that. Right? Remember I told you about the Bose ad that we did, where if you added testimonials at the top, you increased sales by 15%. And I said, but first of all, we had done something that increased their sales in a different way. Well, here's what we did. At the top of their initial ad for the Bose Wave music system, they had new features, new convenience, new simplicity, new elegance, right? And at the top was the word new. This was their ad. We changed it to, hear what you've been missing.
Ooh.
And we got a 45% increase in sales.